I feel like when you see people doing the same thing succeeding, right, it's more of like you want to get there so bad, so you're like so tempted to, not tempted, but you expect it to happen there and then. But if those people were to genuinely tell you their stories of where they came from, how it actually happened, they would tell you it was years and years in the making, or they had to fail, or there was so much work and patience that was put in. It is what it is. It's like after high school, everyone wants a degree and then you expect to get a degree after 1 year. Like, it's facts that it takes 4 years to get a degree, and it definitely feels like a long time, and definitely feels like you're wasting time, because 4 years is a long time, but like it's the reality of it. So I think it's the same thing with anything you want, any goal you want to do. There are certain time frames of any goal you want to do. So I think like knowing what the realistic time frame is important.
For Mr. President Zelensky, I feel like it was very humiliating when it's said. It just looked like he was thrown into a lion's den, and all these questions coming to him. People questioning his dressing. Like, bro, this guy is in war, and you expect him to come wearing a fancy suit.
The thing that tips me off the most is how, like, I don't know how they got there, but the USA really makes themselves like they are the great nation, the saviors of everyone.
Yeah.
You know how, listen, I don't like fault them for doing, like, that's just how the world works, right? Like, I give you something, give me something back. Like,
nothing is for free.
That's just how the world works, and that's fine, right? And I feel like they should own it. My problem is when you like, I can't ever take someone coming and saying, oh, I'm doing this to help you,
yet you're getting
yada, and when we're behind closed doors, you tell me I'm giving you this, and then I have to give you something else. Then out there you're saying, I just want to, create peace, and that tips me off.
You should just understand that sometimes us men will tell you what you want to hear so that we can just get the cookie,
My problem with men is, right, sometimes you say shit without being asked
and just move on. Don't expect us to give you everything that we promise.
So why do you promise it then?
For us to get in.
I don't even expect you to do it. You just sit there and you just bring up things out of nowhere and bring up no one asked you to do that. Just like, keep quiet.
What's happening around the world? Ashwagandha. Where do we get what is red in the shell? Ashwagandha. From Cape to Cairo, we got the news and the info we tell. Every minute, any second. Stay tuned, stay prepared. Ashwagandha, ashwagandha. What's new, brand new, give me hope. Ashwagandha, ashwagandha. With the updates, that's how we roll.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Ashwagandha. We were on a little commercial break last week.
What?
Last week we were on a commercial break.
Oh yeah.
The weather was weathering.
Snow and shit.
Technological, what's it called? Issues were happening. But one thing is, we'll always come back. And today we're back. It's your girl Gigi, my boy Skip, Mr. Olga in the background. What's up? What's been going on? What's the tea in your life?
In my life, personal shit.
Personal shit.
Nothing has really been going on, to be honest.
As always.
Not as always. I always have a story. If anything, I'm the one who always comes with stories about my life. But I think one thing I can tell you guys is being a uni student in a foreign country where they don't speak English is the pits. Like, it's actually difficult. I'm supposed to be doing my internship going to the hospitals and everything. Yeah, it's been difficult because of the language barrier. So yeah, that's the only stress I've been getting. Nothing else. What's up
Yeah,
with you?
it's giving you must learn Turkish.
Yeah, definitely I have to.
Otherwise,
I'm gonna take initiatives to.
you suffer
start.
to the last day.
And you don't need it, right?
I mean, I'm in my last semester. I've survived
You
this far.
survived.
I'm not about to start now.
Damn, you're about to go.
Maybe
Are you gonna go back
if I
home?
wanted to stay here, I would, but I do not
Are you
want.
gonna go back home
For sure.
and do what?
I'm out. I don't know, but I'm out.
But what's the first thing you're gonna do when you get back to Zimbabwe? How long have you?
Go to Pizza Inn.
For me it would be Nando's. Why Pizza Inn?
Pizza Inn because I of course I love chicken and all that stuff, but like the pizza I've eaten here, right, has
Shit.
been so bad. I found
Pepperoni, don't.
Right.
It's all a scam, guys.
like I found chicken that's obviously doesn't compare to Nando's, but it's eatable, right? But I haven't found any pizza that I'm like, so definitely, or maybe I'll get everything. I mean, I'll be a graduate after all.
Okay.
Mr. Oga, what's been going on in your life? What's the tea?
Yeah, I mean, not much. Yeah, I've just been focusing on trading.
Trying to
Oh,
get that
really?
bag.
Yeah,
You've been serious with it? Did you get anything so far?
no, not yet.
Nothing.
Yeah,
So
like
I'm
I'm still
thinking-
training myself to. I'm still using the demo accounts, but I've
Yeah,
been
you
making gains
need to
on that.
train
That's the issue
yourself.
with me. I think I'm not patient enough.
You need to use the demo
Because,
account. You need to
You
like,
need to train yourself.
Like
yeah.
I need
Because
to-
by the time you start doing it for real, like you know exactly what you need to do. You won't be blowing accounts and shit. Because you will lose money, shame.
Yeah, for me, if I want to do something, if I commit myself to be doing something, right, I need to get benefits instantly. I'm not patient
No,
enough to
but-
be waiting
but
and like
things-
put in the work. And
You
for-
are
for-
putting in the work. It's a process. Like
That's
you
the
have
thing,
to
you have to,
understand different things have different timelines, and it's like you start a business today and tomorrow you want $1 million. It doesn't work that
As a
way.
typical Gen Z, you can
That's how I operate.
start drug trafficking.
That's how I
That's
operate.
maybe that's the only way you can get quick money, because
Yeah.
anything honest is patience, time, effort, and you have to be willing to put in the time to get the worth, because you can't get something out of nothing. Because if you wake up today, you start something, tomorrow you're getting $1 million, you didn't put any effort. It's like getting something out of nothing, and
Yeah,
that's not
for
how the
real.
world works.
For real. Anyway, in each and every sector, like even musicians, they don't just pop up.
Right, that's what, yeah, like
Even actors, even
anything honest, you put in time and
Yeah.
patience, effort. Like it's life is about hard work. I feel like when you see people doing the same thing succeeding, right, it's more of like you want to get there so bad, so you're like so tempted to, not tempted, but you expect it to happen there and then. But if those people were to genuinely tell you their stories of where they came from, how it actually happened, they would tell you it was years and years in the making, or they had to fail, or there was so much work and patience that was put into it.
Yeah. So maybe I should try it.
I get where you're coming from, because when you're doing something, you just want it to work, right?
You
Like
get it.
it has to work.
Yeah. And for this thing, right, you have to actually study and put so much time into it.
Yeah.
Like maybe it could take like a year maximum for you to
of
get
only
it.
doing that, by the way, like
You see what I'm saying? Like it's
and
just
you
too
already
much.
have other things.
But
to
I
do.
also
Yeah,
like it's
so I
something
think
that you have to do.
the only way you can be content with something, especially if you're juggling it with other things, is learning patience and accepting that it will pay off at the end. just because it's not working out the next day doesn't mean it won't work out. Like, it's, you just have to know where you are in life, the different things you want to do, and how to get everything at the end of it all. I mean, you're still young, you're in uni, you have time to.
But don't you think like
explore.
some other successful people have the same mindset? Like, if I do something right, it has to give me instant cash right there.
I think they have the mindset
and they
that
like actually succeed.
I think they have the mindset that they what they put their mind into will work out. I don't think anyone thinks that if you start trading or a business today, tomorrow you wake up with $1 million, because it's not realistic. It's not about you, or that you're not putting enough effort. It's just, it is what it is. It's like after high school, everyone wants a degree, and then you expect to get a degree after 1 year. Like, it's facts that it takes 4 years to get a degree, and it definitely feels like a long time, and definitely feels like you're wasting time, because 4 years is a long time. But like, it's the reality of it. It's just facts. Like, that's how it is, that like you have to see things through. So I think it's the same thing with anything you want, any goal you want to do. There are certain time frames of any goal you want to do. So I think like knowing what the realistic time frame is important. Maybe if you, let's say if something takes 6 months to make money, or if it takes 3 months to make money, and then you end up taking a whole year, then you can start being like, nah, but how come I didn't? Yeah,
I get you.
It's about being realistic. You have to be a go-getter. You have to go for your goals. You have to reach for your goals, but realistically.
Yeah, you've made your point.
And push yourself hard to make.
So are you actually planning to get on the trading?
Oh yeah, for sure,
space?
for sure, yeah, for sure. It's just like I'm saying, like I'm in uni right now. I'm in my last semester, so I don't want to what's called take away from finishing my semester. Like, if I end up failing a course, or I end up failing my
because
graduation
like it's too much
project,
pressure.
yeah,
right?
it's my last.
That's another
I
thing.
don't have the luxury to, like when you're doing the rest of the years, you can fail a course and take it up again. Right now, if I fail a course, that means I'm adding an extra semester. I don't want to do that. So I'm telling, of course I want to, like, if I were to start learning it now, maybe by the time I finish my degree, I will like understand things and probably start making a bit of some bucks. But I think life is about priorities and goals. Like, you tell yourself what is
more important,
or what you want to finish first rather.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like I've been going to uni for the past 4 years. So why stop now? Like, why make it fail now when I've come this far?
Yeah.
So for me, it's more of like I just want to make sure I have everything on lock. So of course I'm trying to learn how to do the trading and stuff, but it's like more of a backseat. Not that I don't want the money or anything, but it's just who I am. Like, I want to finish the things I start, right? Like,
okay.
Yeah. That's just how I am.
I see you.
But yeah, obviously there's been a lot of like, we always talk about the USA, and I feel like episodes, right? Like, before, we never used to talk about the USA a lot until Trump came in.
Yeah, true. I have to get into character for this,
because it's like ever since he came in, like, things have been happening.
Yeah, brother has been doing so many
and
things.
It's like open to interpretation whether it's bad or good. But basically this week, I think like a lot of people have seen like Trump meeting with
president of France, Ukrainian president as well.
Ukrainian president.
And I also heard that the UK Prime Minister was also there.
Right.
Yeah.
Mostly to note the what's called Ukrainian president. What was your take on from what you saw? Like, tell us what you saw.
For Mr. President Zelensky, I feel like it was very humiliating when he said. Like it just looked like he was thrown into a lion's den, and all these questions coming to him. Yeah, people questioning his dressing. Like, bro, this guy is in war, and you expect him to come wearing a fancy suit. Like, that was an irrelevant question. So I just feel like that was really not necessary. Like, being on camera, presidents being on camera discussing such issues, it was just so ridiculous for me.
Yeah, because even for me, like, I was like, what is even going on? Like, it was giving a telenovela or a K-drama. Because like, why?
Yeah, when you sent it to me, you were like, is this a drama? Is this real?
Is it AI?
Yeah.
Like, you know those Netflix dramas that are about the White House and stuff? Not even those are as dramatic as like
it was.
What was happening?
Did you see, like, they were asking Zelensky some questions and they didn't even give him time to explain or answer what he was saying. Yeah, I feel like Trump is the villain on the story.
Now, for me, it's I wouldn't want to speak much on the like deep issues because I don't want to say things I don't
Step on people's toes.
No, not as such, but like, I don't mind stepping on people's toes, but I want to say actual facts that exist.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that
things
person,
that you know.
right? I don't want to be that person who has an opinion and then I form facts based off of my opinion.
Yeah.
Right now I have more opinions than facts, right? And that's the truth. So I won't come in like start taking sides or whatever. But what I will say is, from what I've seen, right, like what you said, it genuinely seemed like the man was put into a lion's den and they were trying to make a fool out of him. And for some time he tried to take it, and then he got to a point where he's like, like, it gets to a point,
not just
bro.
quiet.
Like, it gets to a point, like, and then he just essentially snapped. The problem is when things build up, right, you get to a point where you just like,
There's always that point,
right? So I feel like in that meeting he got to that point, and then he's like on some, let's be real, like, you know, he starts saying what he's saying, and I was giving, that's not what Trump wanted to hear, and then things escalated. Next thing, he was not in the meeting anymore. He had to like go on Fox News and give his like opinion. But I think what I did like about the news interview is like, the guy was
which one from Fox?
Yeah, the guy was asking genuine questions that, like, he wasn't necessarily attacking the Ukrainian president. Yeah, he was asking, I don't want to say neutral questions, but like they were relevant questions that like asked people after we saw the debate in the White House. There were questions that we were thinking, and the Ukrainian president got a chance to actually speak, because this time he was by himself and he wasn't being interrupted. So like, I feel like that was good for him.
You know what? I feel like the whole discussion that they had in the White House, like Trump was like pressurizing Zelensky into signing that agreement, and I'm not sure what is the agreement about. Like, what does Trump want from Zelensky exactly?
Essentially, it's a minerals deal, from what I gather, a document about minerals. Because
so he just wants minerals.
USA, and the way Trump was talking was, we made an investment in Ukraine, right? And there are other European countries that were involved, like that
France.
helped in aiding the Ukraine. They aided, but it was in loans. So essentially, when you give a loan, you're supposed to pay it back. But when it comes
With
to the
interest.
USA, it was more of like
Charity.
claiming that they were just giving them for just. So now he was essentially is more of like definitely this agreement about the minerals is gonna be signed, like no two ways about it, because we've invested in you. So it's like more of like they feel entitled to getting those minerals, and then essentially Trump will ensure that there is a ceasefire.
But I mean, like, there's a reason why Zelensky is hesitating to sign the agreement, yeah?
Yeah, because from what I gather, it's just about the minerals. Like there's no what's it called, any security measures that, like, because when it comes to a ceasefire, right, you shake hands and you sign things and you say yes, it's a ceasefire, but like someone can always break the ceasefire.
Yeah, I think it has happened before, Mr. Oga. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think there was a ceasefire before,
Between
but then Ukraine and Russia.
there was a ceasefire.
And then
Honestly,
Russia violated.
I don't know the technical details about it, but I know that there was a ceasefire, but at that time it wasn't actually in favor of Russia. If I could say that, that's the reason why Russia didn't adhere to that, because the former administration in the US really just wanted to ruin Russia in any way. So if they had actually brought up a ceasefire agreement with some good security measures that would be implemented in order to provide lasting peace, I'm sure Russia would adhere to that. But
Yeah, so you see, that's another reason why Zelensky is just hesitant to it. Because things have to be written, like we have to be guaranteed that we are safe. Nothing else is going to happen in the future.
Otherwise, what's the
so
point?
I can't just give you my minerals. My minerals,
yeah.
you get it.
I think that's where he was coming from as well. Like the way Trump was speaking was like it's guaranteed that the Russian president definitely is in it, like he's trying to
guys, the way Trump is moving,
like everything will be fine, that's how he was talking. And then I think the Ukrainian president was trying to take it for a while, then it's like, no, let's be real, bro, like I can't just give you the minerals and you are not giving me anything solid. Like, what are we doing?
The point that Zelensky was raising in that, in particular interview, were actually good points. But if you really look at it, you can't just broker a ceasefire without a tangible security measures.
All right.
You understand? Because you just don't want to freeze the war.
Yeah.
If you just
out of
nowhere, it could.
Stopping the war doesn't mean peace, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But another thing that people don't understand is now Donald Trump is requesting Zelensky to hand over some minerals in Ukraine, and that has always been the deal. You understand?
Yeah.
One of the reasons why America actually pushed Ukraine to fight this war with Russia is if they were able to fight. When the war is over, they were sure, they knew that Russia was going to decimate Ukraine. You understand?
See, but now it's not like that. So they must give the people what they need.
And Ukraine has like trillions worth of mineral resources. So now, who is going to be responsible to rebuild Ukraine? American corporations. You understand? And the money that they've been supporting Ukraine with has always been a loan. It wasn't for free. And it's not like
but you guys, do you see that Trump made it look like it was just a charity? Like,
because in official terms, it's not a loan. They were in quotes just giving them out of charity, but like that's not how the world works. Like come on now.
It's just like the Israeli-Palestine issue. See, after 15 months of an attempted genocide, Trump came to power, and now he's talking about making Gaza. What did he say? I forgot what he said, but like rebuilding Gaza and then giving it
You see, yeah.
results, and building like beach, whatever the fuck he wanted to.
You know,
Because that
Now
has
we'll be
always
like,
been the point.
like my
Destroy the strip and then ethnically cleanse the people and then rebuild it for your own benefit. That has always been. That was always
like
the goal from the get-go.
the thing that tips me off the most is how, like, I don't know how they got there, but the USA really makes themselves like they are the great nation, the saviors of everyone.
Yeah.
You know how, listen, I don't like fault them for doing, like, that's just how the world works, right? Like, I give you something, give me something back. Like,
Nothing is for free,
that's just
yeah.
how the world works, and that's fine, right? And I feel like they should own it. My problem is when you, like, I can't ever take someone coming and saying, "Oh, I'm doing this to help you,"
Yet you're getting
yada
something in
yada
return.
yeah. And when we're behind closed doors, you tell me I'm giving you this, so and then I have to give you something else. Then out there you're saying, I just want to, create peace, and that tips me off. Like, just be
Zelensky,
who you are. Like, you're not the savior of the world. Like, come on now. Like,
They literally create problems.
right, to
And
come and
then
swoop in as the saviors,
the saviors.
and then get something out of it at the end.
Okay. Take Nigeria, for example, with Boko Haram. We've recently realized that the United States is actually funding Boko Haram in Nigeria. You understand? They're giving them millions and millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars every single year. And then what do they do in front of the scene? They come, they provide aid to the country, and they say, okay, we're going to help you fight the terrorists. We're going to sell you weapons. We're going to give you intelligence. But then behind the scenes, they are the same people that actually fund these guys and train them. And they just swoop in as the saviors.
That's crazy. It was like, Zelensky, you do not appreciate. We have done so many things for your country. If we did not intervene, the war was going to finish in a week's time.
3 days.
Zelensky, there was 3 days.
It's
I
like, it
called
could have
from
been
Putin.
less.
He said 3 days, and he was like, could have been less. Yeah, the way they handled everything was crazy.
He just
That's a wrong president. Like, people look up
what
to
are you
Zelensky,
doing?
but out here humiliating him like it's nothing.
No, let's forget about him being himself. Like, what he was saying was embarrassing. Like, how are you, a whole president of a great nation, saying what you're saying? Like, was giving a K-drama. Like, oh fuck.
It's crazy, man. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
he doesn't carry himself.
Right, that's
like
what
a
I'm saying. Like,
But do you guys think
the
that
prestige that, like, they put themselves on, right? You can't, like, belittle yourself like that, and then, like, speak like the rest of us, like, be petty and weird, and like.
But do you think Zelensky will actually sign? Because he has no choice. But
Yeah, the thing is,
So you will go back and sign it.
don't you think so? Do you think
he's gonna have to sign it?
Yeah, because if
Whether
he doesn't,
he likes
like,
it or not, or he's gonna.
he's on the he's not winning.
He has no leverage.
Yes,
He's not speaking from a position of power. Do you understand?
I feel like now you would definitely have to sign it, but like maybe the stance he did this week was more of like to make it clear to the people that, like, it's not necessarily something he wants to do, but like more of like he has to do. So
he made it clear.
Like, so last, like, during the week when they had the meeting, he had to, like, make it clear that his actual intentions are for his people, and that's who he wants to fight for. Like, deep down he knows he has to, like, sign it eventually, or else they are fucked.
Message
but
received.
like, it's more of like, if he does sign it now, I don't think anyone can ever point a finger at him and be like, you didn't try, or you don't care, I think that's what he was trying to do, like sometimes you want to do something, but like the world just, like,
Yeah,
pushes
and I feel
you a
like
different
this,
direction.
President Zelensky, I feel like he was supposed to speak using his own language, his own vernacular, because I think he couldn't really express himself the way that he wanted to,
But would that have
because he was
changed
speaking in
anything?
English. I really wanted him to say what he wanted to say in exact words.
I hear you, but
To
would that have
retaliate.
changed anything?
Nah.
The outcome
Like
couldn't have
saying,
changed, but at least it wouldn't
right,
have looked like, Trump was saying
I feel like
things
it
and
was
he
only
just
it was
quiet.
only the beginning, but eventually, like when things like got out of hand was when he like what I said. I feel like you want a solution to a problem, right? At the end of the day, the lives of people are in his hands, and he right now he has the power to like stop those things, right?
Yeah.
But it's like at what cost? So I feel like in the beginning I was trying to be as civil as possible, as democratic as possible, as like trying to like reach some form of agreement. But like the way he was being treated was so bad, and that's when he snapped. Because it did not end well. Like you saw the thing, the way it started and the way it ended was not the same.
It was,
Yeah,
It was not.
it was.
It was
But
not
honestly,
even.
yeah, what Zelensky is demanding, it's unrealistic in the political world. Do you understand? Because he's demanding for reparations, which he has
That
right
won't
to
happen.
demand for that. Do you understand? Ukraine should be paid should be compensated, but that's not going to happen.
We all know
Putin's not going
that.
to pay.
I'm
Another
sure.
thing is
Yeah, I'm
he
sure.
wants Russia to pull its soldiers and leave all those territories they conquered from Ukraine, which is also another unrealistic stuff. It's never gonna happen.
Because they're like, we took it already.
Yeah, they might compromise a little bit, but they're not gonna let go of that land.
Yeah.
It's theirs.
I mean, that's what they were fighting for. So
Yeah, I'm just against the way they were talking to Mr. Zelensky.
Yeah, they
no,
really
of
are.
course it was
If
bad.
he was Putin, they
It
wouldn't
was
have done
bad.
that.
That's why they like. I mean, Trump kept saying he has talked to Putin before, but like there was never the same whole facade of a press there. But like when it was him, there was now a
Facade,
press.
facade,
Like that says
facade.
a lot of things. Like he would have never done that with the other one. So why did he do it with
But
me?
it was a phone call with Putin, but I mean, he could still broadcast it.
Was it broadcasted?
No, it
though?
wasn't.
Exactly. It says a lot. Like a whole lot of background.
Yeah, I don't think Trump would wanna exchange words with Putin.
Yeah, definitely, because I feel like he's actually afraid of that
Putin's
guy.
gonna eat him alive.
Yeah,
It's not even.
because that guy is a man of action. He will definitely do something in
And he's
retaliation.
very intelligent. He's very smart. And
Oh,
he
really?
comes with facts.
How do you know that? How do you know that he's smart?
I follow him. Like I watch.
But like their PR managements, right? You never know it's actually his brain that's working there.
So,
Like you would put in like the things that you have read on his
but the
post or
thing
anything.
is, Putin gives a lot of press conferences himself, and journalists from around the world would be there, and they would be asking him like all type of tough questions, and he always comes with receipts.
Good point.
He
Yeah,
had done
because
that,
the
like,
speech you
recently.
can get
I think-
written for,
yeah,
but
I think
like
that press
But like an
conference
interview, you
lasted
can't
4
do anything
hours.
about it.
He gave
Even
a
if
press
it's raped.
conference for 4 hours, and journalists from
He had an answer
every
for
corner
everyone.
of the world came, and he had an answer for everything.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Tell me a single president in this world that would be able to do that. Maybe Xi Jinping.
Mnangagwa.
4 hours.
He cannot handle it. 4 hours, bro. 4 hours. Putin is just a different.
I doubt.
My president will do it.
No, you just start laughing. You just start saying jokes and run away.
Trapabulous Mapuno.
Yeah, but
whatever,
that's
man.
not answering the way. Like you, like I think our president always, what's the word, deflects and then makes a joke.
Yeah, have
out
you
of
seen
it.
his interviews? Like he actually does that.
I've never seen him saying
Like, I don't
anything
go kind of
serious.
a joke.
Genuinely, I've never seen him saying anything.
I know
Our
what kind of a
president
joke. Like he
is
was
bad.
asked the question, like, how are you dealing with corruption?
Like maybe
And
I've
he was
never
like,
seen
if
enough.
dogs bark,
Exactly. Like maybe I've never seen enough interviews because I can't be bothered to watch that man. But like genuinely, I've never seen one where he's asked a question and he directly answers it with all the intelligence. He just deflects, makes a joke, or like what's called makes the situation a bit subtle, and then just moves on.
He uses jokes.
You can never go 4 hours answering questions directly, because what will he say?
He will run
I
out
would
of
actually,
words.
yeah, I would actually want to see
like,
that.
come on now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that
You see Putin.
Today we started with politics.
yeah, I was about to say the same thing. Today we literally started with
Now, please
politics, and
diffuse the atmosphere.
like we could literally go on the whole episode. Like I feel like that's why we always talk about politics last, so we can like find a way of stopping because we'll be tired. But like today, we've been fired up from the beginning, so like we could go on and on and
Yeah, that's
on
what
and
we
on.
do. Like we always.
But
talk
like
about
we are
politics.
here for everyone. Sometimes people don't want to hear this stuff. Like some people are interested.
But like, guys,
some are not.
imagine if someone starts to watch, right, and then they hear a whole long time of politics.
Yeah,
How would you feel if that happens to you?
I would listen. I mean, I'm talking about
you
it,
like
so I
politics?
would listen to
If
it.
you didn't like politics,
And maybe I would. I feel like the way we are talking about it is a bit more casual, though.
Right.
We're not necessarily
even if you
analyzing
don't,
things. Like, yeah, maybe like they will stop eventually, but I don't think they will stop immediately because we're not Fox News or anything. Like we're just speaking like
or CNN,
normal,
BBC.
normal youngins talking about politics. The only
yeah.
way we understand, like, so I don't think it's that boring. But like at the end of the day, people have different interests, which is fine. And that's why we talk about
everything.
So obviously, I saw it yesterday, right? I was scrolling on TikTok. What I saw is a TikTok of like these guys going like Nigerians today, right? And then they're playing on a speaker a voice note of this girl where she's rambling and rambling and rambling. So I like things, obviously. So I'm like, let me go on the search button and on the search button.
But mine now.
Yeah, that's why they were saying Sophia. I don't know what his name is. Voice note about Burna Boy. So I go on the link. I find the voice note. So basically, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do. Lamborghini.
Right. Basically, this is Nigerian influencer, or I mean, like obviously I don't know all Nigerian influencers or socialites, but like I know quite a few. I don't know her. This was the first time of me hearing about her. But maybe like Nigerians know her. But like basically this
Mr.
Sophia
Walker
girl
definitely doesn't know. Yeah.
This Sophia girl, there's a whole voice, like long voice note that
I didn't even finish it.
yeah, me too.
Like I just went straight to the comments to get the gist, but I didn't.
Also, because I
It was too long.
already knew like what the issue was.
Yeah.
Like it was a long voice note, but
Yeah.
and then obviously it's these people who leak the voice notes, right? Like you yourself, you leak it like to create buzz. Like who leaks this video? Like before I get into the story, like if me and you, right, you're my best friend, I'm telling you a story about someone, how does it end up on TikTok?
I think it's either it has been leaked by haters or enemies.
Where do they get it from? Is my thing.
From the person who you sent it to.
So you're saying, oh, they are like cyber
Because you're saying
cyber people who can hack into your WhatsApp and get your voice notes. They're just walking around the world. It's either me or you.
No,
that's
if
my
you send
point.
a message to me, right, I tell my friend, and then my friend.
So you leaked it. So you leaked it. So you leaked it.
Okay, yeah.
My point is,
that,
if it's me and you who's talking, I'm saying I'm talking to you, my best friend. We're keeping it between the two of us. Either you're a bad friend and you pass the message on to someone who could potentially pass it on to the next person.
But what if you trust the next person that you tell, like you feel like
no, but I'm the one who's your friend. I'm telling you, right? It's something sensitive. So either you are a bad friend and you are fine with potentially risking my, of course you trust the person, but there's a risk, right? Like when you include a third, fourth party, there's a risk, right? Is my point. If
Not everyone knows that.
everyone knows that.
What?
If I tell
if
you
you-
something, when you're gonna tell the next person, do you not know that there's a potential risk that
Yeah.
yeah,
I know. That's
Because
why.
Maybe
like
you
you
don't
can trust more
expect-
than one
If I know
person.
that-
yeah, you can trust
You
that
can trust more than
person.
one person. Like I would trust
Listen,
my other friend.
It's a-
Like they'll
listen
never
to
do
what I'm
that.
saying. You can trust the person, right? But that person owes you loyalty, not me, and the story is about me. So there's potential. I'm not saying definitely you know that they will leak it, but there's a potential. So like for you to go out of your way to risk what I've told you, it means if somehow it leaks, you are fine with yourself. Because if you genuinely want to keep my secret, then just keep it to yourself. Yeah, like are you dying or something? Like why didn't you tell it to that person?
Yeah. So what was the secret?
Oh. Yeah, no,
What
I
was
just
that?
wanted to say people are big stabbers, or my other point was that people want to like create more buzz on themselves and they genuinely be leaking these things
Yeah.
by themselves. I genuinely
Either.
believe that like some of these voice notes people leak them themselves. Not even talking about
Yeah,
this
because,
issue,
like,
like okay, have you seen
with
on
this
Zim
one-
celebs the voice notes that who leaks those things?
Yeah.
I feel like people be wanting to expose people and like it doesn't even go far. I think the two of you share
One of
each
you
other.
of- yeah,
One
of
of
course.
you is on some
Yeah,
weird
because I
shit.
don't think anyone is like
That's what I believe.
hacking into your phone
No,
for no reason at
because
all. just to get-
yeah, exactly. Like obviously this could be a big issue because maybe better boys involved. But like there's so many like trivial audios that are like what's called leaked. People don't even know your name, or like even on the voice note your name is not even exposed, but those things end up on social media. How do they end up on social media? Like between the two of you shared
Between the
with
two
each
of you,
other,
yeah.
someone yeah, that was my point. But like basically the girl was basically ranting about how she like hooked up with Burna Boy or whatever, and then she had mentioned that like she wants to buy a Lambo.
Promise was not fulfilled.
No, listen, she said she wants to buy the Lambo herself. Like it's like we're talking, right? After we've done our thing, and then I say like, but you know, I was actually thinking of, I've been planning to buy a Lambo, what, right? And then after we've had a good time, then you say to me, oh no, you know what? I'm gonna get it for you, I'll cover it for you. That's essentially what happened. Then after the whole situation, he didn't then do anything about it.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
I think I don't know. I just really Burna Boy is a good artist. I like his music. Yeah, he's representing Africa as a whole. But I just don't like his character. I've heard so many things about the guy.
Okay, in
Right?
this situation,
Okay.
was he supposed to buy the Lambo?
No,
Like,
you-
what did she do? Like,
Yeah.
is she
When the-
being paid for something or something?
No, I was just saying maybe I might be biased, but okay, I'm gonna support Burna Boy on this thing. Like,
Yeah, like let's
It
talk
was,
about this. You of course, like you can be tempted to bring in other issues, but like for now, this is what was he supposed to buy it?
no, it was not. But then brother Burna Boy went on to reply the girl with a song, a very very catchy song. Like people are
it
now
was like a
making
verse type
beats
shit.
on people are now making beats on TikTok. Yeah, I think you should actually make it a song because they're actually good lyrics.
For me, like it's like most women, right? What's the word? Support the girl, because I would never understand it, but like there are times where women genuinely like feel entitled to things because you're with a guy.
Which is not right.
It's very weird to me. I did like but it's just me, right? Like if I'm going to get a reward for something, it's called I worked for it, I put in hard work.
But she did work for it. Like they slept
I don't
together.
sleeping is not work.
Isn't it?
Like punching someone.
If you're not
Yeah,
a
but I get what you're
prostitute,
saying.
then you're not working. Like, 'cause
Also, prostitution is not considered to be an occupation.
It is. That's what I'm saying. If you are a sex worker, then you are working and you deserve to be paid.
Oh, but
Will she
she's
come
not
here and stand in the camera and
Right.
say I'm a sex worker? Will she do that?
Nah.
She's an influencer, she said.
That's not a job, so she was not entitled to get in.
It is a job, but like being an influencer doesn't mean you get paid for sleeping with someone. Because when you're sleeping with someone as an influencer, it's because you're dating, like you guys agreed to do shit, like you're dating, you're getting to know each other.
Yeah.
Yada yada yeah.
Yeah.
So if someone break, also it was a promise, it wasn't a payment. Like he had mentioned, I don't know why he did that. Like I get why she would like be frustrated, but like to do a whole long voice note.
But that's what guys do. Like we promise.
Yeah, like you have to know, like.
Yeah.
But like,
they tell you things that you
also,
wanna hear.
apparently she bought the Lambo for herself.
Oh yeah, I saw that video.
So what was the point of doing the whole rent for? Okay,
If you could get it,
yeah,
right?
like, if you mention it, I get mentioning it, right? Because like obviously when you talk to your like friends, you like to like break down things, right? So you could talk about like, oh, we hooked up, he said he was gonna buy me the Lambo and then next week overshake. So was appear, right? Like, but to like do a whole session about talking about how you are supposed to buy the Lambo and then didn't buy you one.
It's crazy.
What's the point if you can just buy it yourself?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But I mean, that's just my opinion. Like, I find the entitlement very, very weird.
Yeah. Females should just understand that sometimes us men we tell you what you wanna hear so that we can just get the cookie, you know, and just move on. Don't expect us to give you everything that we promise.
So why do you promise it then?
For us to get in.
Let me give you an
the
example.
garden
Let
of
me give you
Eden.
an example. In this situation, my problem with men is, right, sometimes you say shit without being asked. I don't even.
Yes, you don't even have to
let
ask
me finish. I don't even expect you to do it. You just sit there and you just bring up things out of nowhere and bring up my. No one asked you to do that. Just like keep quiet. If maybe I ask you and then I coerce you into lying, right? I can always then like when I sit back down, I can like blame myself and be like, you know what? I'm the one who like brought this thing up. But for example, in this case, right? These people were already in a position where they agreed to do what they're doing. Like she's already successful. You are getting to be the celebrity. That's besides the point. We're already doing what we're doing. Then when we're getting to know each other, I mentioned I want to buy a Lambo. No, in fact, you don't have to do that. I'm buying it already. You don't have to say, I promise I will get you this after this.
That's what we do.
For what reason?
You don't have to ask me. I have to marinate you before you even ask
But
me.
I'm
It's
there already.
It's one of the ways. It's
My
one of the
point
ways
is I'm already there.
Let me tell you, it's one of the ways to actually make you to make you like me, right? You
But
don't
I'm
even have to
there
ask, I will just give
already.
you
But
the
I'm
call.
there already. We talk to it like we already agreed. Like I already like you. We're already doing. Like why are you lying?
You have to
For
like
what
me more
reason?
than the way you will be liking me at that very moment.
No, it's post not clarity.
You get it? Yeah, you will never understand, but it's just how we are.
Pre-notes.
It's just how you guys are operating.
That's how we operate.
You're including yourself.
Males, like
You must learn
I'm
to
not
put
including-
disclaimers
That's
on
not
these
how I
cameras
operate. Yeah,
because if you
okay.
say we, you're including yourselves.
Yeah, disclaimer, not me.
Yeah,
Just
put
talking.
disclaimers.
I'm the voice piece of other men like that.
Yes, but say other men because people will think that's how you
Alright,
guys
go
operate.
other men.
I don't know, it's very weird. I get lying because I know women like tend to, you can tell what they expect. Like they literally they can question you into saying something, or they can push you into saying something. My only problem is when men lie out of nowhere, then now my hopes are high.
Exactly, that's why we do it. Your hopes have to be high. You
Yes,
have to
but
give me your
before I
all.
was
You have to feel
fine.
like
I
I'm
was
that
fine
guy.
giving you everything. I was fine because I could already see who you are. But I'm fine doing what I'm doing. I don't need anything from you. Then out of nowhere, you just say you want to do something for me. For what reason? Because like you're getting it anyway, right? Like say it's for the hookup, you're getting the hookup either way, right? So why are you doing all this shit? Because after the hookup, you're gonna block me, you're gonna ghost me because you're not going to give me what you promised. What's the point?
No, I have
I
to
get
spice it
like-
up.
To make you feel good.
Exactly, I have to spice it up
But
at
I'm
that
not asking you
moment.
for it. I don't like. I'm not even giving you
I
a
don't
sign
operate
that I
like
want.
Yeah, the thing is, like, from
I get it
we don't
when-
understand, like, from their perspective, that's how they think. But for us,
No.
we'll be thinking like they're not into it, like
Are you
they're
guys
whole.
listening
You
to
get
me?
it? So now I want to get you in it. So I have to tell you things that you want to hear.
Yes,
You get what I'm
because
saying?
there are times when a girl wants to. I understand that, like, there's genuine, like, I might not say it directly, right? But there are things like I'm hinting at it. I understand why it's wrong, right? But I get why you'd feel the need to lie, because like that's my expectation. But my problem is I'm here, right? We're doing this shit. You know, I know. Like we're just talking just for just, and then you just concatenate a lie out of nowhere. Sometimes I won't even mention anything. Like, what for example, this Lambo thing. I won't even say I want a Lambo or anything, and then we're already vibing. You can tell I'm into it. You are into it. And then you just sit there and you say you buy
Yeah,
me a
we
Lambo.
just don't know
For
when
what
to stop.
reason?
When we just start, we start, we move. We keep on doing it.
Okay, so listen.
No.
I don't know. Maybe I'm
I
not
don't
giving a
think
convincing
you are-
answer, but I'm just
No,
trying.
I don't think
I'm
you
trying
understand
to
what
make it understand.
your
I don't-
argument.
I don't know what to
works,
tell you.
Your argument works normally, right? Like when, because men just lie. I get that, but like
Well, since I'm not that kind of a man, I would never have the correct answer, but I'm just trying to understand from
there's
their
no
own
correct
perspective.
answer. But like, yeah, there's no correct answer. Men just lie. In conclusion, and my thing is just that I understand when you lie to get something, but when you already have the something, why you
There's no
lying?
point of lying.
Exactly, because you already have it. Like,
But is that what men do? Like, we keep
that's
on
what
lying.
you do.
We keep on lying.
You like to get things,
Or you know,
right?
maybe.
But if you already have the thing, then why are you
or maybe at
concatenating a
that
lie?
time, he budgeted everything, and then circumstances changed, and then now he cannot afford it.
Maybe that might be better, because I know men. I get why men lie. Men lie. They lie because they get something out of it at the end of the day. Anyone who lies really gets something out of whatever they are lying about. Like, you lie to me that you do this, and the third. It's to lure me in or to keep me in after you've lured me in. But if I already came in with you being honest, like I already know what the sitch is, or why are you just sitting there and like making up a lie out of nowhere? Like, that's my, I don't know if you maybe you're not understanding
No,
what
I
I'm
get what
saying.
you're saying.
Because
Yeah. But,
everything
like,
is fine already.
We are in it,
It's
right?
perfectly
What I'm now
fine.
telling you is to make you stay.
I'm there.
She's there.
And
What
you
I told you is
don't-
enough for you to come, to lure you. But now I'm telling you more to stay.
Let's move on.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
Because you don't even want me to stay. After this hookup, you're not gonna fulfill the lie, so it's just gonna end anyway.
At the end of the day, we're just selfish, you know. As men, let's just say that. I think you will be more satisfied with that answer. I think men are.
That guy is coming out to lead.
It's not
Yeah,
even
we're
about being
just selfish.
satisfied. I just like wanted the logical answer.
So I was not giving you logical answers.
It doesn't make sense. Like, yeah, we'll keep going around in circles. Is my point. Like, it makes sense when you want to lure someone in, but if someone is already there and you don't want to also date them later, you just want the hookup. They already want the hookup. Why would you make up
So
a lie?
you try to tackle this answer.
Okay,
because
see.
Mm.
Okay, let me tell you. the logic behind that lie or maybe that promise is just to make you stay there.
That's what I've been
Yeah,
saying. I don't know.
Wait, you don't want me to
I'm not
stay,
done.
right?
I'm not done.
I'm already there.
I'm not
So
done.
why are you lying?
Because guys feel like if they don't do something for that person, that could just be like a one-time thing. Do you understand?
But you
like, if
want
they
me
promise-
for a one-time thing, right? Because
How do you know that Burna Boy wanted there for one time thing?
Because if you wanted it again, then you would do something about it. You
Maybe
want a
then the
hookup.
next day he was like, okay, fine. But then when he did it, he wanted to meet her again. But Jagas will change her mind.
But you can't meet her again if you can't fulfill the promise that you said you're gonna do, is my point. So when you're making up a
Maybe
lie,
the promise made him not to go back because it felt like so many expenses are now being.
Oh my god.
Don't you get it, guys?
I get it, but let's move on. I get your point.
I don't know. You guys just make me feel like
No,
these points
I get your-
are
see,
too weak or something.
no,
Because
it's
you'll be
not
like,
about them being weak,
No.
but like I think you.
I
The
understand.
problem is, right?
it's
We
alright.
understand where you're coming from, but I don't think you get where I'm coming from. Is the
you
problem?
Yeah,
You
maybe
see, my
just-
guy, I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah,
Because
I
the guy,
do
you understand.
too.
But the thing is, we guys are very simple, and what we do is very straightforward. But
Exactly.
But then she's asking you a question. I'm trying my best to make her understand. Like I'm trying my best to make
she's like,
to answer
But are
the
you
question, but-
understanding what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
What do you understand?
You said that you don't have to keep on lying to me when I'm in it already. Like you don't have to keep feeding me lies.
Not keep feeding, like you were not lying this whole time, right? You see, yes, I've reached where we are getting at a problem. You were not lying to me this whole time. You are being you, I'm being me, right? And we have agreed, we are vibing and we're doing our thing, right? And we continue vibing, we're doing what we're doing. And then you just concatenate a lie out of nowhere to create this promise that does not exist whatsoever, right? You know you're not going to fulfill the promise, so which means you don't want me next time, because if you want me to stay, you have to fulfill that promise. You already know you're not going to fulfill the promise because it's a lie. So I'm not going to come back to you, because the only way I would come back to you is if you do the promise. But you, when you're making up the lie, you already know you're not going to do the promise, which means it's a today thing. It's only for tonight. And tonight I'm already there. So what's the point of making up the lie? Is
Okay,
my
thank
question.
You, thank you. Let's move on. Let's move on. We are actually out of time. But let's just move on and touch on the next topic.
Yellow.
All right. All right. Also, like on social media, right? I came across this video of basically it's a documentary. I forgot what it's called exactly, but it's about a family that was it does vlogs and stuff. Like they do vlogs on TikTok and I know on YouTube or whatever, and people like their stuff and all of that. But then recently they did a documentary on them. I don't know how like they came to do the documentary, but they started doing a documentary on them, and then like some unseen footage started coming out. Basically, all the happy moments you see on YouTube, they had like cut out scenes. Basically, let's say for example, the video I saw, the mom was asking the child, "Oh, what's your name?" Right? And then the child is like, "Oh, I was named after my grandfather." Like he was speaking like lowly, like he was giving his not in the mood. And then the mom goes like, which grandfather? And the child is basically speaking Asna energy. And then the mom, obviously on YouTube they won't post that part, but because of the documentary, things like resurfaced. And then the mom goes like she starts shouting at the child like, "Be more energetic, I do everything for you, you have to help me too. If I want this vlog, you have to give all your energy into it. Speak about this thing again, even if you don't want to. If you have to pretend to like it, then pretend you like it."
Yeah. That's crazy. But then I come back to the question that you asked me. How did this information come out?
I mean, when documentaries are happening, people find things. I don't know how they find things, but they do.
Okay, anyway, what I have to say is life on social media is very, very unreal. I will never rely on social media. Like, people just show things that they aren't really, they just present a picture that is not actually there. Like, you see this kid, he was not even happy that he's doing it, but the man, when you see the documentary, you'll be like, wow, this is nice. They're getting likes, they're getting money and everything. But the family is not really happy, they're not into it. Yeah, and I feel like it's a ridiculous
even those, like, what's called, the relationship of people, the family. I always believed in the family ones. I didn't think it was like that, like the parents would go out of their way to like make
do that.
Their own kids
the root of
uncomfortable.
money is the love of money is the root of all evil.
But when it comes to couples, yes, I believe that shit. Like,
but mothers, like, doing it to your own child.
mothers.
Because I also watched the video, like, she was really shouting.
She was.
Yeah.
She even put like the phone down, like, masinzi wayanovaakato, right? And then they'll post the part when the child now starts like fixes himself. Like, what the fuck? Like, for me on social media, couples are the ones I'm skeptical about. I'm like,
but my family vlogs, you were like, oh man.
I'm like, sure, because why would the mother do that to their child? Or a father do that to them? Or let's say if the mother does that, where is the father in this? Or like, if the father does it, where is the mother in this situation? Like,
even if one of them are not there, you just yourself, you should.
Right, like, I feel like my parents have raised me with so much love and care. I can't imagine a parent like doing that weird stuff to a child.
That's crazy. And it's just for money.
Yeah, it's for money. And they're going like, I'm taking care of you, so like, help me get that income type of thing.
Yeah.
Because that's the mother was saying that, like, I help you, I pay your school fees, so help me get the money.
Yeah, that was insane.
But do you think like those YouTube vlogs should be banned or something? I mean, but you can't force people what to do.
Yeah, because some of them, they're actually genuinely in it. Like, the whole family is in it. Like, your children are enjoying doing it. So you can just generalize everyone that, like, they are the same as this family.
But what you guys think about like babies? Like, parents these family vlogs start from when babies are like little children just doing weird shit. Like, do you think it's fair that they are put on social media? Like, they have no choice and they're just gonna grow into it. Like, maybe their original character was supposed to be introverted. You don't like the camera because you've had the camera on your face since you're like 2 years old. When you reach like 5 years old, it's just normal to you. Or maybe you can even start not liking it, but you can tell your mom, like, dog tones are marrying family.
That's a difficult question, but what I can say is, if you are a mother and you decide to vlog, don't involve those young children. Just do your thing yourself.
Really?
Yeah.
But it's your child. Like,
they have to have a choice. They have to have a choice, because if you just bring them into a world that they are supposed to vlog, right, and now they're supposed to be in it, but maybe it's something that they don't like or they don't enjoy, but they can't say anything. You are detecting what they should do, what they should like, and I don't think that's a good thing.
But like, when it's a baby, it's like, I'm vlogging. Like, let's say before I was pregnant or before I had the baby, I was vlogging my life. Like, my vlogs are about my life, right? So essentially, when I get pregnant, pregnancy is gonna be part of my lifestyle. Then when the baby is born, like, maybe playing with the child, making them food, hanging out with them,
I don't think that's
part of my life. So
that's not a bad thing. But making them do things for your vlog, that's where the problem is now.
Right, but it's a baby, right? So as much as it's my lifestyle, I'm including them in the vlog. So now they're growing up in a vlog culture without the choice. Like, is that fair? I feel like it's such a dilemma because kids can't pick and choose, but at the same time, when you're older, you get to choose if you want to be on a camera or not. But then these kids, they're just being put on the camera as babies. Like some of them will grow up 19 years later and find their memes and stickers and shit, and it's like, I did not consent to this shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But yeah, guys, that's what we had for today.
Enough for today. Yeah, I think that we have to leave it like this. Okay, so don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend to tell a friend. If you like our content, place a like. If you don't like our content, also place a like. Just support your people, you know.
Support.
Thank you. Yeah, support, please. So signing out.
Yeah.